Well, isn't this interesting? So, I spoke in my episode 3 review of The Last of Us about how I read an article that said that episode would deviate the most from the source material and would be controversial. And at the end of my review, after seeing it, I said, yes, people will call it woke and will call it controversial. And I got attacked and I got called all types of mean names because I spoke the truth. There are very controversial things throughout the world and in different times. There was a time, did you know, that you couldn't even show a woman and a man in bed laying together, hey honey, how was your day? That was considered controversial. Just because it may not be controversial to you in your life, you may see it as mainstream, like a lot of us do. Yes, it's mainstream. Yes, gay couples are mainstream. They exist. They're in love. They have children. They have families. We all know this. However, what we also know is that to a lot of people, seeing a gay couple on television is still controversial to them. Seeing gay sex is still controversial to them. Seeing gay kisses is still controversial to them. I did nothing but speak the truth, and now the director says that he wanted to trick the audience into watching a gay love story. Now, for those of us that have played the game, we all knew that Bill was gay. We all knew this. We knew that they were partners. They alluded to it. We all know this. We all knew and know that Ellie is gay. She's lesbian. They're going to touch on it very soon. We all know this. So, who was the director tricking? He wasn't tricking fans of the game. He was tricking new fans of the series. I personally don't think he needed to do that. Why would he do that if it wasn't so controversial to people? Why would you have to slip it in like that? Why? Huh? Like, I don't get that. So let's check this out and see what he says, because if it was so mainstream and so okay with so many people out there, why did you have to trick them into watching it? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I gave it a 3. I gave it above average score and still got attacked. Yo, people today are the most sensitive generation ever. It is the most sensitive time we have ever lived in, and where people speak without thinking or type without thinking. They won't watch your whole video. They won't do anything correctly and just believe what other people say. It's ridiculous. I don't know, a couple times a week I have a block party. If you don't know what that is, it's where, you just gotta block people and keep on moving. That's how it is in entertainment. And that's why I always tell you guys that want to be YouTubers or want to be anything else that's in entertainment or the public eye. You want to do what I do? Let me tell you the bad first. If you can't deal with online bullying, don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, you still could. I guess you could be like, I think Scarlett Johansson, like, she doesn't have any social media, right? I think she does. I think someone told me that she doesn't have any. So some don't have any social media. So it's kind of like they never really see it unless somebody sends it to them, I guess maybe email or tells them about it. But I'm telling you, now I was bullied in high school, so I'm used to bullying. So, but it's still a little irritating at times, but it's like, just block them and keep on moving. That's the only thing you can do. The Last of Us director, Peter Hoare, said he wanted to trick his audience into watching a gay love story in an episode of HBO Max's new apocalyptic drama. Hoare, who is gay, and is known for his work on the British LGBT LGBT plus. I didn't see no Q in there. LGBTQAI plus, right? That's what the new one is. Miniseries. It's a Sin said that he wanted the viewers to see that it was same love as straight people, but just between two guys. Independent UK reported. Now, fans of the game already know. Like, yes, we know love is love. I know he was preaching a message, but I don't think he had to slip it in like that. By the way, I meant to say, some people, it seems like I see both in the comments. People are loving it, people are hating it, the episode. And you know what I would have done to please the fans? First of all, I would have got more episodes to do, more than 9. And after that, I would have put all in, I would have put in all of the favorite story beats from the game and expanded on everything else. So, yes, we would have got to see Bill and Frank meet, how they fell in love, how they became estranged, like in the game. I wouldn't have killed Bill, and he would have still ran into Joel and Ellie, saving Joel's ass and all the badassery and all the funny stuff between him and Ellie. But we would have got it expanded so that everybody got what they wanted. So the fans that want everything from the game, boom, it's in there, but we are going to expand on everything else. We're going to see how Ellie grew up. We're going to see when she was born. We're going to see her DLC kiss with her little friend in the, I forgot, were they in an amusement park or I can't remember. I gotta play it again. But we would see all of that stuff. You got what I'm saying? So, I mean, but I'm not directing, but if I ever did direct, and I've thought about it, you know, I've done small projects, but directing I've watched directors. To me, it is one of the most irritating things in the world to see someone do. I'm like, it's like herding cats, dealing with all these directors, dealing with all these actors, and all these different people that are making this scene work. It's like, a tip of the hat to every director that has ever existed, because what you deal with is stress beyond what I want to deal with. So anyway, sometimes you have to sort of trick the rest of the world into watching these things before they're like, oh my God, it was two guys. Well, it's not like it would pass you, like you would see it and be like, wait a minute, was that two guys? Yeah, you see it coming. I just realized, he said, I just realized. Horror Told in Verse magazine, ahead of the release of the Zombie series 3rd episode, I think then they might understand that it's all real, he added. It's just the same love. Now, to people, I get it. I get it. I get what he's saying. But all I'm saying is, it's like, to most of us, living in the world and working I put it this way, at least in the United States. Look, I know gay couples, okay? I work with LGBTQ people in the industry, in entertainment, okay? Several friends, several family members that are in it. Like, to me, I'm like, so what? But I know what causes controversy and what does not, okay? So it is what it is. And apparently, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because, like I said, I liked it. I thought it was well acted, well directed, well shot. Except I said, yeah, it's going to be controversial. Now I'm evil. I'm the most evil person on the planet. That's how it is. You got to get used to it and roll with the punches, folks. In the first 2 episodes of the series, adapted from the popular game, the show focused on fighting zombies. However, the 3rd one veered off course with a self-contained romance between 2 surviving men, Bill and Frank. who hadn't been infected with the virus. Reading through reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, the third episode didn't sit well with many who suggest skipping it, as most of the episode consisted of the romance between the two men. I did see people saying that. They're like, look, it didn't even move the plot forward. It's like you could miss it and you'd be fine story-wise. And it's pretty true. Yeah, so if episode 3 was about a heterosexual couple, fans would be bored and disappointed, one person wrote. That's not true. Most fans are watching for the adaptation of the game about fighting zombies, not a full episode of romance. We all know why the episode is receiving high praise. Let's calm down. Wait, let me see that again. About how we've been bored and just... Well, no, because, like I said, look, if I was directing, if I was one of the people making it, I would definitely have put... Unless there's something in the future, I would definitely put something in about Tess and Joel, finding out, why they're so close, and how they really know each other, how they met and everything. I would put that in there. And that would be interesting. The director knows what parts were controversial. That's why he said it. If it had just been them meeting, a kiss, fade to black, and all this and that, but the director knows that the kissing plus the laying in bed naked and the one guy going down on the other guy and all that other stuff, he's not stupid. The director's not stupid. He knows what people will find controversial. You know what I mean? So he had to trick them into seeing it. Let's not act like we're dumb here. You know what I'm saying? They didn't respect the existing story in the game with this episode 3. It was terrible. One shared episode 3 was an hour of my life I'll never get back. Just watch episodes 1 and 2 and wait till 4 comes out. And on Common Sense Media, a reviewer slammed the site for only showing reviews based on first early episodes. Let's see. Quote, there's a sex scene between two men in episode 3, not mentioned anywhere, the person wrote. For new current series, there should be a weekly update from the review team. I wrote a similar review to Terminal List series, and as of today, it's still not updated. Very irresponsible of parents, guardians to use this site, especially those who subscribe monthly. Please fix. So, I saw plenty of people praising it. I have no problem with that. Plenty of people that had a problem with it. Don't have no problem with that. Unless you're preaching hate, I don't have a problem with it. Don't preach hate. What was I going to say? Oh, and a few people didn't understand why I said, that people would have a problem if their kids were watching. They're like, well, it's mature. They shouldn't be watching it anyway. Well, the fact of the matter is, I go to rated R movies all the time and I see kids in there. Whether you call the parents good or bad, what they think is they deem okay. See, some parents think that people getting shot up in a war movie is fine for their kid to see, while they find it controversial for them to see that. I saw comments where people like, yo, my little nephew was in the room when that happened. We had to take him out. So I saw stuff like that in people's comments and stuff from mine. So I was like, yes, there's certain things that there's a double standard for certain things. Yes, there will be people that will say that, seeing someone naked is fine, or just tell the kid to close their eyes on that part, and then, but then that's not okay for them. People are people. People have their different standards. And I knew when they said that this was going to deviate and it was going to be controversial in that article, I was like, okay, so Bill's gay, so they're probably going to expand on that. And people were writing me. They was like, yo, we already heard, like, the whole episode is pretty much going to be about their romance, about how they, met and, their relationship. I wouldn't have had a problem with that. My only main problem is that they killed Bill, man. I wanted to see Bill do his thing, and they could have done that. They didn't have to kill him. As a fan of Bill, yeah, I love Bill and Ellie. They're both gay. but I'm homophobic, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so, but it is what it is. Life goes on. See you in the next video. 10 million subscribers. Woo!